Good evening. Welcome once again to live coverage of football here in Rainbow City, Anguilla, wherever you are, be it morning, evening, nighttime. We bid you welcome. And once again, thanks for sharing the platform with us, AI Live Football, right here at the Raymond E. Gishard Technical Center in the British West Indies, the Valley to be exact. And this evening we continue from where we left off yesterday with the President's Cup. Yesterday we had two exciting matches. It was the Diamonds FC versus the Western Predators, and then our nightcap match we saw the Docks United taking on the Eagles Claw, and both match won there by the Docks United and the Diamonds FC respectively. And so we are at it again with two more matches on this beautiful Sunday evening, the 20th day of November 2022. So it's the Eagles Claw. They would have played yesterday, the Docks United winners. Well, this evening we are going to see the Uprising FC and the Spartans FC. They will be starting off our games this evening. The Eagles, going back to the Eagles for whatever purpose, I don't know. But the Uprising FC, they are playing in the traditional gray and black strip, kicking from the left of screen to our right, and the Spartans are in their neon purple and kicking from right of screen to left. We're just about getting ready to start the ball rolling. Our referee this evening is Tashim Fleming. He's assisted by Monique Carty and White over on the far side. All the preliminaries are out of the way, and yes, we are eagerly awaiting the start of this encounter here this evening. And there is the whistle in day 2 of the President's Cup for 2022. It's the Uprising FC versus the Spartans FC. And Uprising just losing it there. Quick throw taken quickly. And here is Spartans on the attack. The cross coming in. This could be dangerous. But it's still loose in the area. And not poor pass there, trying to set up their on-rushing Spartans player, but good attacking move there from the Spartans FC in the early minute of play, first minute that is. As I say, welcome to the Voice of Choice. Your commentator this evening is John Millington and the commentsman Tony Fleming. Good evening, Millie.
Good evening, Tony, and welcome on board to all those who are with us. Tony, that was an opportunity, first minute, and you have to bury those opportunities.
Certainly, yes.
That was a brilliant opportunity. Now, what a way Spartans could have opened up President Cup 2022. Oh, that was an opportunity going a begging. It is Uprising, though, coming over with the ball. Spartans intercept. And here is Talisman. He's offside. Show taken very quickly. Spartans in their familiar color, maroon or white trims. Here goes Uprising. Oh, good work there by Rogers. Good defensive work. This one high and hard over the top. And in goal for the Spartans, Tony, it's Brung, and your young goalkeeper, and has been doing a tremendous job so far in the secondary school inter-house competition. And here we are seeing him for Spartans between the sticks.
The teams for this evening, the Uprising sees Abdul Ali wearing the number 33 shirt, number 17 Matthew Brown, number 30 Darian Carter, the goalkeeper, number 4 Jordan Dean, number 32 Defari Francis, number 31 Delani Francis, number 13 Jaron Gale, number 15 Joseph Nathaniel Gums, number 7 Trey Gums, number 3 Ashan Hodge, and rounding out the team is Peron Lowe.
Well, the Francis brothers indeed, coming from Kicks United and signing with Uprising. If you're running off Spartans team, Spartans would see number 23 Calvin Benjamin. Is Spartans on the attack. Spartans on the attack. Goalkeeper. Oh, that's brilliant work done there. And in the end, he loses out. But that was very, very good work done there by. That was the number 12, yes. The number 12 in the person of Connor, Tamarcus Connor. Here is Benjamin. Benjamin finds Connor to a heavy touch, but Connor wins it back, drops it for help. Oh, this is good work done there. Advantage play, he says. No, there's no advantage there. He says play. Oh, and Matthew would have to really be careful here, Tony.
Yes, he's one of those rugged players that will take everything out just to get the ball. This time that would have been the case, and Fleming did see the call and did make the correct decision in giving an infringement.
So it's going to be Rogers with the free kick. Ball pong straight to the keeper. Oh, that was on goal, on target. Oh, we saw him scoring a goal late last year in the tournament. I think that game was against, would have been against Eagle Claw. Foot race. Rogers is going to win this one. Trying to.
We've seen quite a number of additions and subtractions to some of the teams we have seen so far. Looking at the sheet here for Uprising, the likes of Jordan Dean. Well, we know that Jordan Dean would have been a member of, was it the attackers team?
Jordan Dean would have played for the Salsa Ballers.
Right, yeah, so he played for the Salsa Ballers. Well, we know that there are no more kicks, so that's almost an automatic transfer there for the Francis brothers. I think I spoke to their dad on Friday, actually, and he was mentioning about his boys playing in the tournament here and their love for football.
Indeed. And they would have played for a number of different clubs. They would have played for the same Spartans, the school team. They would have played for the development team. Now, we remember the development team some 2 seasons ago, and they would have played for the development team. This is going to be physical football today. To a pretty young team. And it's going to be very, very physical. Here is a foot race. Brilliant save there by Brown. Wow. Brilliant save by Brown.
Excellent save. Excellent, brave save. Goalkeeping there from Brown. Really, at least averting the danger that was presented under the Russian attacker there for the Uprising team.
Because the defender was beaten. He was no more in the game. And so Brown did a tremendous job there in getting to the ball before Jaron and keeping him at the bay. Foot race here. It's going to be won by, it's a throw to Spartans. Quickly taken. The Francis brothers are very quick across the turf. Francis. Dean looking to find Francis. He's going to find Rogers, who controls. Rogers looking, he gives it away. And Gale. Thomas, that's Thomas coming in there. It's going to be a free kick for the challenge. It's going to be a free kick for that challenge from Thomas. Thomas has to be careful.
Yes, you did mention the physicality of this encounter. Not only it's going to be a physical and a brutal encounter as well, it's also going to be a fast-moving pace game between these two teams. They have lots of youth on their side, as well as the speed from a number of players out there. And this is going to be a really tight, interesting encounter here between the Uprising FC and the Spartans FC, looking for supremacy here in Zone 1 of the President's Cup, with the President's Cup kicking off last evening with 2 matches there, both from Zone 1 and Zone 2. We see Antoine as well. We're in the number 35 short there for Uprising. He has been a very sound defensive player there for the Spartans FC.
Yes.
Well, not Spartans FC, but
for
Kicks United.
For Kicks United.
Yes.
Here is Francis down the left flank. Francis is foul. And this could be a card, no? Oh, he's fortunate not to pick up a card on this occasion. A very promising run there by Francis. It's curtail there. It's going to be a free kick. Is it Dean? Dean, the man behind the ball. Dean lifts it high. Head goes up and...
The AR there was just about to
flag.
But was just saying no.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, and she was correct. She was correct indeed. Was not offside. Just taking a few minutes here. We will run you through the starting lineup for Spartans. It's happening so fast, Tony.
Yes.
It's happening so fast. Seem to be playing with a new ball. These look like a brand new ball, Tony. And they look like a yellow ball. Is it that they're yellow, or it's because we are behind a tinted window?
There's some tinge of yellow.
Yellow or green to the
yes.
ball. Yes, that's what it looks like to me. This is a ball that is headed around the post by Dean. Yeah. And the lineup for Spartans, Garvin Benjamin and number 23. Tyreek Brooks is number 3. Number 4, Keontae Brooks. Number 12, Marcus Connor. Number 6, Thomas George. Number 2, the man Kivoy Lake. Number 9 is Cardinal Rini. Number 10 is Javon Richards. Number 7, Alric Rogers. Number 14 is Devante Rouse. And number 13 is Shamar Brooks in goal. Richards looking for and find Benjamin. Benjamin with the ball. Finds the Marcus. He's intercepted there. And ball played up. It's Matthew Brown with the ball. Brown only could find Richards. Richards jumps it wide. Number 3 is Brooks there. Terry Brooks holds up his head. Looks for. He's traveling with the ball. He finds Lake. Lake turns. Find Cardinal Rini. Rini finds Lake. Lake to Rini again. 1-2 ball. Who goes back at home. Looking to reset with Rogers. Drops it wide for Thomas George. Thomas George making a run. Thomas George, it's intercepted. It has to track back. Richards is there. It's Matthew Brown looking for... He's looking for Francis, but it's going to be... Oh, that's good work. That's good work. And he has the big man to deal with there in Rogers, who puts it out for a corner kick.
Yes, we've seen some stylish play so far. Both teams trying to dominate especially the midfield area. We've seen both teams really possessing the ball as well as they could so far, more so in the midfield, but the concentration has been, especially for the last 5 or so minutes, in the defensive third there for the Spartans FC, and there we saw Gale with some silky footwork there across the touchline, but it was the big Alwick Rogers corner kick coming in again.
And who's there, Tony?
Rogers again. He looks a bit on the bally side, more on the solid side of things, but he is very agile and fast and adept at what he's doing at the moment, Millie.
Indeed. Doing a good job there for his team.
Seeing the referee.
Like the aggressiveness. And the referee saying that one needs air. I'm not satisfied with that one, the referee. I don't know. In recent time, Tony, the balls that we've been getting, they have defected it somewhere. You know, you will leave the referee's room with balls that are ready. You will just pump ball, and as soon as you get out, start playing with the ball, it just goes. Heads goes up. Goalkeeper is out of the goal. And luckily for him, that one was the shot was off target, and it's a goal kick to Spartans.
Good effort there from the Uprising FC.
Here is an attack. Oh, again. Trouble here. This can be goal number 1. It is goal number 1 in the 15th minute of play. Uprising. Jaron Gale. Yeah. Jaron Gale does the trick for Uprising. Goal number 1 in the 15th minute of play. Spartans on the back foot.
Yes, certainly well worked goal there by the Uprising FC. They have been pressing the Spartans in their defensive third, and the Gale with all the magic, doing all the hard work there. Was a stiff challenge there coming from Thomas George, but the players stood with it, got it to Gale. Gale controlled well and just swiveled. And we've seen some splendid save being made from Brown so far, but this time that one had no chance at all. Well placed goal there, Millie.
Yes, indeed. Beating him to his right. And that was well done. This is a long ball. Cut out there by Francis. Rennie. Cardinal Rennie. Drops it wide again to Tamarcus. And the man is down. That looks like Richards. No, that's Brooks. Number 4. That looks like Keontae Brooks, who's down over there. And so the medic has been called. That is not a player that Spartans would want to lose in a time like now. Very early in the game. Has some speed to him, Keontae Brooks. So when we don't take our opportunities, Tony, it is what turns around to bite us. Spartans had an opportunity in the first minute of play. They didn't bury the opportunity, and now they find themselves playing from the back.
Yes, and that goal will breed confidence in the minds of the Uprising players, Millie. We saw in the opening of the World Cup game today, Qatar, the host country, taking. Yes, well.
Corner to Spartans.
Yeah, that looks like is that not they had to clear?
Yes, because the man Benjamin was right on his low step, and well done, good defensive work, there by the man Nathaniel. To Marcus, it's going up, corner again. Tony didn't have the opportunity. Wasn't blessed with the opportunity as you were to see the opening game.
Yes, and as I was saying, the Ecuadorian team really got to have to fast start. Thought that they would, well, the ball ended up into the back of the net in less than 3 minutes' time, but the dreaded toe offside from VAR picked it up, and it was all back on equal terms.
Shot there by Thomas George, blocked by Nathaniel again. Picked up there by Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown looking for, and can't find a player. It's Rogers puts it forward. To Marcus is there. He has company in Francis. Oh, Francis is skillful. Flag goes up. And is that a goal kick? Is it a goal kick? Because they had the ball.
It cannot be a free kick.
It could never be for a free kick because advantage was gained.
Well, let's see
is it a goal kick?
It appears as though it's a free kick, but
if it is a free kick, advantage was gained.
I think the referee could have at least
overruled it because advantage was gained. Advantage was gained, and there was absolutely no need to stop play there. No need at all.
Certainly huge disadvantage there to the Uprising.
To Uprising.
Even though they would gain the free kick.
Yes, they gained the free kick, but they had the ball on the counter. Yes. Here they come again. Looking to send Gale, and good work there done there by Thomas George, but it is Richards who sends it home. Brown does well in clearing. Gardner is there, doesn't control well, but it's Thomas George who drives it forward. And here is a run from Rouse. Rouse is his first touch deceived him. His first touch deceived him there. Francis gets around Brooks very easily. Francis, can he get around Rogers? He holds it up, looks for help, finds it. Dean finds Brown finds this is a very fast physical game. That's a ball that's driven forward. It's going to reach the keeper. Yes, into the box, and the keeper takes it. Tony so fast, so well, so good, very fast, very physical, good football so far though. I want to see the fitness of this team as they get deeper into this game.
Well, it is certainly looks as if it is moving much faster than the game we saw yesterday. Merely even by our clock, our time clock and all, we have
card really been shown to Thomas George.
Yes, we are into the 21st minute of play so far. Just joining us is 1-0 in favor of the Uprising FC. Goal coming from the boot there of Jaron Gale, really scoring a splendid goal there after numerous attacks on the Spartans FC goal.
Tony, what can you tell me about Cyprian Lowe? I can't remember seeing that name around. Cyprian Lowe.
I would want to think that might be somebody new to me as well, because I can't recall seeing that name on a team sheet. So certainly be interesting to meet and know some of these players in its entirety. But
Mohayedin with the free kick, drills it straight to the keeper.
I must say though, Brown, he's a young keeper, and it's good to really see youngsters coming through.
Indeed. He did a superb job for the under-14 national team. He was our national under-14 keeper, and he did a tremendous job there. Whoa! Again, this one is going to be an easy tap-in. Easy tapping.
Yeah.
Easy tapping in the 23rd minute of play. In the 23rd minute of play. It's not offside. No offside. No offside call. No offside call. And in the 23rd minute of play, Jaren Gale benefits from a fumble from the keeper. And is it commentator's curse? The same time we were praising Brown, there came a fumble from him. And
I think it's pretty easy to say, but when you have that rushing, speedy player coming at you, you're trying to make sure that you clutch the ball well and make sure that you're getting out of the way. And this time he was not able, the pressure that was mounted upon him got the better of him, and he just dropped the ball. And good work from Gale, though, to compose himself to at least slap that one in the back of the net. Certainly a fair goal. We see the referee and Fleming talking to both of the captains
yes.
For whatever the reason. I'm not too sure, but so far the Uprising has certainly been the better of the two teams, especially in the attacking and pressing and going forward. The defense, the central defense for the Spartans team will certainly need to get a lot more tighter. The defensive midfield player will need to be more aware of what's happening in front of the defense to eliminate that threat from Gale.
We would want to go to VAR. We will definitely want to go to VAR to see that one, Tony, whether or not it was an offside call. It was indeed an offside. The call wasn't made. The call wasn't made. But if it was offside, it would have been very, very close because
but
Rogers was there. Rogers was there, and so from what I saw was that it dropped from the goalkeeper. It dropped from the keeper. Gale was right in the vicinity. Whether he was ahead of Rogers from our vantage point, it was difficult to tell.
It can't, because Gale ran towards the ball. Gale ran towards the ball. So to say he was offside, that I would certainly have to see that. But because he was running towards the ball, was going through to the keeper, he was running towards the ball. The pressure in him coming through saw where the ball was dropped from the keeper. So it'd be hard first for me to really look at that and say, well, it's offside. I hesitate to think not. But then our eyes could certainly fool us sometimes. Well, an opportunity, but this time Gale handled the ball, and it's going to be a free kick just inside, just on the edge of the 18-yard area. And it's the D there in the area. 26 minutes of play. I've got my trying to check to see. Free kick taken by Thomas George. He boots the ball upfield, finds the head of Ashan Hodge. It's Francis, dribble to the further to his right, and in the end he is, well, dispossessed, but gaining himself a throw in there. So they are certainly on top of things here. That's the Uprising FC leading some 2-0. That's certainly going to be an infringement, and Corwin there is saying probably got a knock in the head, and not too sure why he's carrying on like that. There's no need for him to be getting on like that. And does he still referees, Millie? Benjamin.
And that would be a hard one to tell you.
Both players were going up. for the ball, but um, just heads. That's normal football play. Here is the Uprising team trying to advance forward, but cut out there by Spartans FC. But the Uprising still with it.
But he's waiting for the referee to call him back on. If the fourth official can send him on, any of the ask could send him on.
Yeah, well, I'm not too sure why is he getting on like that.
But I'm not sure why he went off, Tony. That would be my question. And why did he have to go off the field?
Yeah. Look at that. That's a card. That should be a card there, and this could be some serious thing. If I was Fleming, the referee, the Tashim, I would have given him a card there because the intent was certainly there. He's not satisfied that he got a bump from the back in the head, and maybe Corwin should be playing tennis here because we can hear a crowd there, spectators in the crowd as well, giving him an ear. Free kick taken, mishead there by Dean Clade, and here is Spartans FC trying to at least motor forward, but stout defending there so far from the Uprising team, maintaining their 2 lead. Francis twisting and turning and getting around. Rogers loses out, and Rogers is saying as well, I should be getting the kick. No way that could be an offside.
Tony versus no offside. Good goal.
Thank you there. And we certainly would have seen that. We'd been certainly hard pressed to take that one away. But the throwing here to Sparta, the Uprising, and not enough space for Gale. Well, Gale has gotten 2 goals so far in this match. Rene. But the Spartans FC would need to look that serious pass there from Cardinal Matthew Brown. He's been hounded. Finds Francis again, and I think Fleming will definitely need to start to pull those cards just to get some control of this encounter, because the players would certainly take advantage of that and say, well, referee ain't giving no cards, and so yeah, we'll see.
And what we are going to find is that the reaction is what is going to be carded. And so what needs to happen is that he needs to take control of his game.
Yes, certainly.
You know, he attempted in doing that by calling the 2 captains, calling the 2 captains and asking them to, take control of their team. But tempers are flying.
Yes, we've seen. And more so, it is always the team that is behind that should think that they should be in front is the team that's causing the problem. But hopefully it's been a fast-paced, exciting game end to end. The Spartans team, they are not giving up, but they have found themselves trailing some 2-0 from goals from Jaron Gale, and they will certainly need to settle down and look to see just 1 goal they need to get back. There's a lot of time in this game, Millie, and they have got the opportunity to really pull something from this encounter.
Natanya, not with the ball, drops it to Ashan, and that's offside. That's offside. That's offside. There was no call, but that's offside.
Should be.
There was no call, but that is clearly an offside. Yes. He wasn't an offside position.
Should be an offside, but careless playing there from the back line there. Ashan Hodge thinking that he's on the park by himself, taking a whole year and a day. Nat Hodge should have advanced that ball forward. They're playing around with it in the back, and they won't want to give the Spartans FC any opportunity at all to pull a goal back. They need to continue playing the way they are playing.
That was, if that wasn't offside, nothing else in football is offside. Here is Brown. Too heavy a touch. Cleared. Cardney. Well, he's holding on and chase shot. Trying to undress him. Rose. To Leak. Leak. Good footwork there. Good work done by Leak. Leak. Driving still. Leak. Oh, that must be a foul. Well, it says no, says the referee.
It should be a foul. I thought League played himself into that challenge here just now. Had lots of opportunity to at least release the pass. I'm not too sure why Jordan Matthew Brown actually played him like that, because he was running out of the field, running off the field. So
Francis re-enters. Francis. Foul.
yeah.
Tony, who is the coach for Uprising?
Well, they don't have a coach at the moment. Earlier I spoke to Ashan Haj, because remember earlier in the season as well, I did beckon to him that they need to find a coach. I know Guy Quad Centelia worked with them, but really didn't like their attitude and their showing, and just decided to walk away. And in speaking to Ashan, he says that they were actively looking for a coach. I know we've got quite a number of the licensed coaches here, so whether or not they can find someone who will command the respect and the authority to have them being coached, it's another thing, because we know how these players are, especially these youngsters. They want to be players and want to be coached as well. So.
Oh, that's good work by Nathaniel. Oh, just pushing that one too far ahead of Marcus Connor, but good effort. The good work done by Rennie to dispossess. Not found wanting. Here is the speedy Gale. And you have to be in a good position to see that Gale is not offside, because he's so fast. He is so fast. Into this 36th minute of play. It's 2-0 in favor of Uprising. Oh, Richards is taken out again. Richards is taken out. And Fleming is really not commanding this game. He's really not taking authority here. Because that was a high tackle. Was not just a tackle, it was a high one on the shin of Richards. Dean. Ball ricocheting off Brooks. Falls to Francis. Dean is taken out. Foul. Free kick. Dean. Richards goes down, feeling the effect of that one. Feeling the effect. Richards. Back to his feet, just limping around in the box. Dean with the free kick. Heads going up and into the back of the net. It's an own goal in the 38th minute of play. Keontae Brooks puts it into the back of his net. Attempting to clear, puts it into the back of his net. 3-0 Uprising leads. A new look Uprising. This is the first of a doubleheader. Oh, that's a heavy touch. And Tamarcus will not get to the end of that one. In the primetime game, attackers will be taking on limers. Coordinate taking this one away. Free kick. Well set. Tony. Yes, he did. And one goal from a corner kick. Keontae Brooks attempting to clear it one and unfortunately ended up in the goal. Free kick here. What can Rogers do? We know what he can do. We know what he can do. So Rogers will be looking to go to goal. Oh, he gives it to Tamarcus. Oh, Benjamin finishes. What a finish there. Clinical. That is clinical finish. Goal. Clinical finish. That's a clinical finish. Tamarcus took it. He found Boy Benjamin, who puts it into the back of the net. Clinical finish in the 40th minute of play. The 41st minute of play, Tony.
Well, they suddenly dug themselves into a deep ditch here, going 3 goals down before the stroke of half-time and picking up a free kick there. And I want to say well-worked free kick there on the part of the Spartans FC. Whether that would have came from the training ground, but they certainly had it well set, probably something that they would have walked on, and it came off nicely, ended up into the back of the net from the boot of the frustrated Benjamin, and I'm certainly sure he will be licking his chops. Merely what I can say, though, is that the ball was played wide to Cardiney, and he controlled well, Tamarcus, sorry, and he controlled it nicely and just put it across the danger area of the goal. And I think what happened too is that it caught the defense, the wall, and the back line for the Uprising, because they weren't looking for that. They were looking for the powerful shot from Rogers, and they were fooled, and goal to be had there.
Yes.
Well, goal there for Spartans.
Yes, and what you saw, Tony, was that before you saw the run-up of Rogers, and his body language say, I am not going to pound this one hard. And so he took it wide, and there it was, Tamarcus, calm, a very calm head, very calm. It's a youngster that, at times he allows his emotion to get the better of him. But on that occasion, he kept his calm, and he took the ball. He got it around the wall, across the face of net, where he found Benjamin, and Benjamin, as calm as cucumber, just rested into the back of the net. Well walked goal. Here comes Tamarcus, flagged offside.
Well, they're certainly giving themselves a lifeline, and I could see DJ Tights. I think he's checking to see whether or not
That goal was offside.
Yes,
Definitely not.
So
what happened was, if you notice, there were three defenders on the goal line, so it was no way the ball passed in front of them, so it was absolutely no way that it could have been an offside goal.
well, it's about 2.5 minutes away from the halftime. Still 3-1. That's
Free kick. Call going against Kivoy Lake. Foul on Low.
Low is he's wearing that knee band.
Yes, Low.
And
to the 44th minute of play. Gale, the speedy Gale, finds Dean. Dean controls. Dean sends it wide for Mahayadeen. Mahayadeen pungs one! Good save. Mahayadeen Abdul Ali. Whatever. Played for Diamonds FC before. Good footwork.
Who is he for Millie?
Abdul. If you know, he's for Rahim. If you know Rahim. Abdul.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Hayadin. Foul. Ball is going, and he's going to be carded. He's going to be carded. Yellow card to Marcus.
Well, you said just a while ago his emotions can get the better of him. And we looking through the window pane here. DJ Tight is still trying
to. Somebody's going to get a red. Somebody's going to get a red. Wow. Tashim is going to his back pocket. And that's the Marcus. That's the Marcus. He gets the red.
Well, you just mentioned that his emotions can get the better of him. And it appears as though it did. And is that an infringement on Francis? Well, he's
not sure if that
flat on his back.
And he stayed down.
Yes.
It was high. The tackle was high. It was high.
And it really doesn't look too good out there, Millie. And probably hence the excessive force and the aggressiveness has resulted into a red. Nazi feels a little bit better. He will have scored a goal.
Yes.
And so he's come to the touchline. Saying, this is what I can do. I would hope that the young man is not too seriously injured, Millie. But play has been held up here just a bit. As some attention has been given there to the Uprising player while he's up. And while he's, is that Hodge?
Ashan, it was Ashan Hodge.
He looked a little bit, the way how he was, looked a little bit, you know.
But this is it, Tony, and we have to get up to the game because the player was given a card. And so if the player was given a card, Ashan should be on the field. You know, he shouldn't wait
Should be
until,
off,
and
yeah.
that's half time. That's half time. Whistle goes for half time. And so, according to the laws of the game, Tony, if the player, if the player receive a card, even though the player would have received medical attention on the field, if it didn't take too long for the play to restart, he should remain. He can remain on the field.
Yes,
if
yes.
it was an extended period where he has to be taken off for further treatment,
Yes.
then he has to leave the field to get that treatment. But the fact that he got this treatment and was ready to play, should have stayed on the park.
Yes, yes.
But nonetheless, it's halftime. It's 3-1, 3-1. And not only that, Uprising has a 2-goal advantage, there has a man advantage as well, Tony.
Yes, there's certainly a lot of work for the coaching staff there for the Spartans FC to do. And whether or not they can come back from this, they've only got 45 minutes to really at least pull a point from this game. But we've seen stranger things has happened. The Uprising has got a really good bench, and so we'll see what will happen in the second half. Until then, we send you back to Master Control until you get the cue from us right here for half number 2. Welcome back. We're just about to start the second half of this encounter between these two teams. It's the Spartans FC versus the Uprising FC. Uprising FC playing in their traditional and the most used kit, the gray and black. The Spartans in their purple with white numbers at the back, and they are certainly trailing 3-1. They were able to pull a goal back at the latter stage of the first half. Whether they can continue pushing forward, it's going to be a hard task, hard challenge, because they are also playing with man less advantage, and so we will see whether or not the Uprising FC can at least capitalize and take advantage of the advantage. As I say, welcome back to commentator Middleton.
Tony, you just saw that one. Spartans trying to pull one there, but the referee was mindful, and so he counted the number of players as the clock runs, and recognizing that the Spartans indeed put 11 players on the pitch when they should be playing a player short. Well, it didn't work, and so play is off. So 3-1 in favor of Uprising. 2 goals advantage and a player. I think at this time they should have been even, 10-10.
And just to make a slight correction there, Millie, we did see that when the ball was played to Ashan from Nat, that Nutsi would have been in an offside position, but obviously defender would have played the ball, so hence no call could have been made there.
But even though the defender didn't play the ball, he was not in an offside position.
No, I meant when he was dispossessed, just before, well, earlier on in the game.
In the game.
Yeah, so
okay.
We at least encourage all our comments and those who are taking the broadcast and our commentary live. As always, we appreciate your insight.
Indeed. And so once the defender plays the ball, it cannot be an offside. It cannot be an offside. Certainly. Indeed. And so thank you again. We work together.
Yes,
we work together. We're not working against you. And we do our best here to ensure that we
will see whether or not the Spartans will certainly throw caution to the wind. They need to do that because they are trailing 3-1. You see, we're not see almost getting an easy pass.
Brooks, Richards, Brooks. Oh, good control there by Brooks. Young man, level ahead. Going to be a throw-in.
I would hesitate to think that the Uprising team will get complacent. We have seen, and I have played on teams playing with a man shot, and then they're playing much better than the team with the full quota of players.
Indeed. So, and it comes from selfishness half of the time, Tony. It comes from a place where players think, well, we have a man advantage and I can play out of my position. And so play selfish football. And so they will have to be mindful. They will really have to be mindful as we watch Nutsi going forward. Nutsi! Corner.
Good clearance there from Ashan Hodge. And yes, good clearance there from Hodge. Good effort there from the young man playing in central defense. Nutsi was certainly speeding onto that ball, and it certainly could have caused some trouble there. So playing a man down, but still, and it's in the back of the net. Oh, wonderful.
What a header that is. The man himself. It's Nutsi again. And we are just into the 4th minute of the second half. And already, as we were saying, they are finding themselves in a problem. They can find themselves in a problem here. It's 3-2. They are one man down. But the man Nutsi said, I can do it. If anybody can do it, I can do it. And Nutsi is doing it.
And I think we've seen where coaches, and I can really side with my my good friend there, my partner there, Guy Quad, because he has been working with this team, and they can look so sloppy at times, just switching off and turning off, not really on ball, playing with a man advantage and 2 goals advantage, and has just let ajar the door, so to speak, for the Spartans FC, who we've known Notzi as a really gritty, speedy player, not technically correct all the time, but he gives you the effort. We've seen him playing for the Roaring Lions and scoring goals at a rate, and they're giving him every opportunity here to do so. But this could be dangerous. Matthew will like to have that one.
Tony, have you ever seen Matthew score?
I think I did. In his earlier past, because he played with the Lions at one time.
You know, I've seen Matthew with opportunities like these, and he just went for power rather than placement. And on that occasion, there were no attacking players around him. He could have gone for placement. He went for power, and he put it wide.
I would not want to believe that the Uprising will give away a 3-goal advantage to not get maximum points out of this game. But you did mention there on the PA that the ball is round, anything is possible. So
I have seen, and if you notice, Tony, throughout the night, Nathaniel seemed to be the weak link in the Uprising defense. And so, if you notice where Nutsi is, he is right on Ashan. And if he beats Ashan, it is very hard for Nat to catch him.
But they're playing with a man advantage, so...
Look at this. Look at this again, Tony. I'm telling you who the weak link is. I just told you who the weak link is, and who did they get the ball off?
Well, like I said, the Uprising team, and I would want to stress that they do get somebody to work with them. They really need a coach, because they would need someone on the bench who will be able to say, well, guys, this is what you need to do. They were leading 3-0. They still have a goal advantage, and hence should be defending and keeping it nice and tight, especially in the back, as much as possible. Giving these players here in the Spartans team the opportunity to really play, it would be real disgusting. I would want to think that the player there who played for Kicks United, I would want to think that he can fill that spot right where Nat is playing there at the moment.
If you notice, again, Tony, the selfishness in playing. Francis had the ball. Mohadin was wide open, calling for the ball. He traveled with the ball. When he gave the ball to Mohadin, it was a heavy touch. It was out of touch. And so these are the little things that you have to really tighten up on in a game. Well, okay. You had a 3-goal advantage. You gave one up before halftime. You gain a man advantage and 2 goals advantage going into the halftime. You have given up another goal. And so anything can happen going into the final half an hour of this game.
Well, so we've just played 8 minutes into the second half. 53 minutes. We're into the 54th minute of the game.
Well. I'm seeing the man Gaza is back. Who is he playing for? Is it attackers? Is it limers? The man Gaza is back.
Oh.
Gaza is back. We know he played for the Enforcers. The Enforcers is no more. But who is he playing for? We see who he suits up for. Will it be attackers? Will it be limers? Should take in quickly. Ball across. Oh, heavy touch there. Rose. Oh, no foul. And this is what is causing Tony, what we see. It is impossible for the referee to make a call there. He cannot make a call. Why? Because he didn't make one down there. He can't make that. The referee is not controlling this game at all.
I think he's a little bit too far from the play as well.
Yes, he's far from the play.
Far from the play.
Very far from the play. He's very, very far from the play, and as a result, cannot.
Well, it's open season here, hunting ground, hunting season here. It looked like. See where Rose just kicked that ball away, as well.
It's very difficult being a referee. It's going to be
Is it difficult being a referee? It makes it difficult. Which is it? The referee makes it difficult to be in a referee.
Well, I'm seeing some players.
Is that
coming
Junior
in.
there as well?
It's Junior. Who is he playing for? Is it Kicks? Is it Limers? Is it Uprising? Is it Attackers? It will be. Remember, they came from Kicks. He came from Kicks.
Well, he
free
did.
agent.
He was Attackers. He was Attackers before he was Kicks, actually. And I think Gather himself was Attackers before he was Kicks as well.
So that bag is a Limer's bag. That's a Limer's bag.
Yes. He will certainly be, probably, because I think he works closely with the team. So.
Free kick to Uprising. Brown. Good work done there by Brooks. It was a corner, but good work to close down Trey.
This match coming up is going to be
It is going to be a mouth-watering encounter.
Yes.
If the both teams are as fit, it is going to be a really, really good game. Shot coming in, blocked. Rennie coming away with it. Oh, he drives it straight into the back of Richards, but he gets it back. It was Benjamin. Benjamin calling for it. Ball put forward. Keeper offside call. Kalik Julius. It seemed to be that man, Kalik Julius, the number 25. Oh, that's Gale puts it for Mohayedin. Mohayedin is not going to get to that one. Throw in. What's the call? Is it an offside? What was the call? It's in the hand of the referee. Reese High, was it an offside call?
No.
Yes, an offside was called. The hand. It was just pointing, it didn't go straight up, and so I was confused for a bit. It's an offside call. Didn't see the flag. Thomas drills it. Ashan is there. Ashan touches it heavy. Rennie drives it wide for Benjamin. Benjamin controls. Benjamin. Rennie gets it. Intercepted. The ball is free. Leak. Kavoy Lake. Ball taken away by Dean. Dean is traveling. Dean to Gale. Gale drills it. Off the post. Off the upright. And it falls for a goal kick. But that looked like an offside at one time, Tony. They were looking to set the offside trap. It didn't come off.
Well, goalkeeper had no knowledge of what was going on there at all. That one could have easily ended up into the back of the net, but the Spartans live to fight another day. But good effort there from Gale. He will certainly, he's not getting a lot of the service of the ball as of late, and they will need to at least use his pace, because he does has pace to really cause havoc there in the defense of the Spartans FC. So they will certainly need to.
Oh, this out. Oh, not again. Not the man. Not the man. Caught in it. Ernie loses out. Ball drills forward, but just on the chest of Rogers, who drives it for a tempered goal. You have to watch this man, Julius. He's fast, Tony. Julius is fast. Mahadin loses out, throw into Uprising. Khalid Julius, the number 25 for Spartans, he's fast. He came on for when the substitution was made for Rose. He's fast, very fast, Khalid Julius. And so to have him and to have Nutsy there, this is a good combination once they can be solved.
What the Uprising can do as well is maybe strengthen their defensive midfield there with the likes of.
Good work by Brown. Oh,
yes, good effort.
Slip through.
With the likes of Ramos and Antoine, they can really stiffen up their middle and their defense as well to at least maintain the one goal cushion that they have so far while they continue to use the man advantage and see whether or not they can go 4 goals up to 2. We saw the game yesterday, Millie with Docks United and the Eagles Claw. 1 point, it was close up to probably like the 69th minute of play, and then the floodgates was just broken wide open.
Well, I think for a moment, Tony, I was looking at the game and I thought for a moment, okay, here is a good game. And then, as you said, the goal gates open. I don't know, the goal guard came for Ducks, wherever it was, and the Eagles just lost its legs.
Yeah, it was just easy pickings in the end. We're not missing any football. There's a player down on the far side of the field, Francis, and the physiotherapist has been called, and so some treatment been given.
Well, he has not received any treatment.
And move him off the pitch.
Yes.
I guess maybe just maybe just picked up a knock or something like that.
Well, what happened? He would have picked up a knock earlier in the game. He picked up a knock earlier in the game, but when he went down, he had the ball and he just went down.
Okay.
He had the ball, he just went down, and the substitution will come now, and that is, as you said, rightfully, Tony. The substitution that you asked for, you've gotten it.
Yes, Duncan would sure help. Well, taken out, is that Matthew?
There's a three substitution.
Matthew.
Matthew's gone. Francis is gone. And Lou is gone.
Ramos is coming on. I would think that the Duncan plays midfield. I know he defends very well.
It's Antoine Fleming.
Antoine, yes.
And they have full that back. And here is Antoine going through 1, going through 2.
Can't get around too many players.
Trying to, but just run out of some steam there. Holds it up, gives it to Nat. Drills it forward for Gale. Gale only finds the head of Rogers. Ramos first touch. Francis. Mohayedin. Still Mohayedin. Fleming. Still Uprising with the ball. Still Uprising. Amos. Not. Fleming. And I love what Benjamin is doing. Oh, good save. Brilliant save there by Brown. Brilliant save.
Again, that danger man, Gale again. There, he's certainly got a knack and an eye for goal here in this match especially. And they would certainly need to use him as often as they can and use that man advantage to their ability.
If you notice what Benjamin is doing, he's not really overexhausting himself, and so he's just taking it light. But when he breaks with pace.
Well, they would have, I think Nat, what's his name, Trey would have left the field as well.
Yes.
I am not
yes, Trey would have left the field. Trey was substituted, and so Francis comes back onto the field. Francis wasn't substituted, it was Trey.
Well, I'm not too sure whether the backline that they have at the moment would sustain them holding on to this one goal lead.
Because if you notice, at number 31, Francis, who should be the left back, is playing more of a left wing position.
It could be some.
Oh, he didn't have to touch that one. It goes out for a corner. He gives away a corner. He gave away a corner there. He didn't have to touch that one.
Probably just say, well, I need to be as safe as possible.
All he had to do was to get close to that post, know where his upright was, and watch it go into the side netting. He got a hand to it and puts it out for a corner. Short corner. Dean looking to get around Leak. Oh, that's a black. That's a 50-50 ball. And the man not see.
Oh, there's some changes. There's some movements in the transfer. The transfer league. I've yet to see one of the more interesting transfers that we were looking for, as I've heard. The man in the person of
and so we're seeing, yes, the man Gaza attackers. That's where he goes, attackers. Here is Khalid. Oh, Benjamin. Oh, doesn't control. He loses out on that one on that occasion. Vamos. Oh, that one could have been dangerous. Mahardine to Francis. Francis looks for Gale. Selfish play there again. Again, he could have gone Mohayedin. I'm not sure why he's not going down the line.
Well, trying to find Gale, I guess, the goal scorer here.
Dean goes Mohayedin. Mohayedin squares it in.
There's the man there. That looks like Keon.
Yes, that's that one I heard. He has gone to attackers. Keon from Lions, from Rowan Lions, has gone to attackers.
So we'll see.
That's the big sign-in for attackers.
Into the 69th minute of play. It's still 3-1 to the Uprising FC, and the game has just...
Oh!
The game has just gone into a bit of a lull, mainly where has been the concentration of the play is more so in midfield. Cali did say that he got some surprising, some surprising, and so we will see what will happen here. What's showing that the Spartans, the Attackers FC, will put up against the Limas team.
League. Julia, that must be a foul. That must be a foul. And hands are, bodies are. That's not that is not needed. That's not needed. That's not needed at all. That's not needed at all. That's unwanted. That's unwanted. That's unwanted. We wait to see what is the outcome, but that's unwanted, Tony. That's unwanted.
I certainly need to have a conversation with Doc, and I need to have a conversation with Van Persie, because I don't see why a team like the Spartans should have this warlike attitude when you have someone who officiates the game to the highest level here in Anguilla and are looking to do so on the international scene of things. I don't see why this warlike combative attitude needs to be displayed at every gesture and at every juncture. They are very, very indisciplined team.
It was a back and forth that was unnecessary. I think the player think that he was foul. The number, I think, cards are going to be shown to the bench. Yes. Yes. And that was for leaving the bench. Yellow cards for leaving the bench. And
these football is a contact sport. Yes, some fouls are going to become aggressive. You're going to get some infringement that are going to be intentional, but you cannot compound the issue with retaliation unless you know for a fact, because we've seen it even in international football, unless you know for a fact that you're just trying to say, okay, I see what you're trying to do, so please check yourself. We have seen here in this encounter here where both of these teams, more so to the extent the Spartans FC, has gotten some rough calls as well, and you can see the effort in trying to retaliate. And I don't think that is something that we should.
I wish our attitude towards the game would change. It is a physical game, Tony, and you will get hit, but it's how you respond to challenges.
Exactly. I've played all over the place. I've gotten hits. Didn't like what I got, and I say, okay, don't do that again. But these teams are just too aggressive, man. It takes the wind out of the sail of the football. And that's all that needs. Let the ball do the talking. And I'm saying the Uprising, they're playing with a man advantage. They are leading 3-2. And what they need to do is to compose themselves. Don't let the the Spartans get to them where it can really allow them to at least lose the advantage that they have gotten so far in this match.
Indeed, here is Gale. Oh.
Again, that's body to body. Again, they are going face up again. It's just, you're going to need to press upon the Football Association to penalize and to punish these teams with their ill discipline. There was it was a challenge. Two players heading for the ball, and yes, you must have some contact. You're not supposed to be thinking about.
Look at attackers team. Who is going to beat attackers in this tournament, Tony? Who is going to beat attackers? I'm also seeing.
Used to play for Ducks. Yeah, well. Roscoe. Yeah, he looked like he played for Salsa Ballers and then joined.
Yes, that's Roscoe there.
Well, name on a piece of paper is just name on a piece of paper. It's executing on the field of play, and there we've got a lengthy hold up here. This match is going to have a lot of injury time, Millie. Our next match is due to start at 8 o'clock. And we still got another 14 minutes and some to play in this match. But I'm certainly sure that it will be some considerably added on time.
Looking at 20, Tony.
Look at the teams here. You can see the attackers. They have got a really full squad of players. And they are chomping at the bit. I'm looking to see what they've been working on, and they're looking to see how they will be gelling, what style of play will determine whether or not they can contend, whether or not they can challenge for this tournament. They did beat the Lions 1-0 in that Champions League and virtually eliminating the Roaring Lions' chance of capturing both titles, the league and the Champions League. And so we will certainly see what happened. On the other hand, the Limers themselves and Coach Sauer, I'm certainly sure, technical man Richard, they will have other ideas, and they will be certainly strategizing as best as possible of how to get maximum points out of this match here this evening. Millie, we've seen where the Diamonds FC really has gone ahead and beating the West End Predators some 4-0 already. So not only did they pick up some 3 points, but they got 4 goals to the good, and they were able to keep a clean sheet as well. So it's going to be an interesting encounter, interesting President's Cup. I think this tournament comes just at the right time as the association is looking to start the league early next year. And this is a good precursor to get you ready, get you in gear. You break for the Christmas season, and then you're back into the full flow of things early next year, January, God's be alive.
Yes,
so play have started, and the ball goes into touch. It's going to be a throw in there to the Uprising FC. They're still leading some 3-2. We are into the 78th minute of play. Spartans playing a man down. You should know that. All the red card that was given to Marcus. Going to be another substitute.
That's Rogers coming onto the field. Throw into Uprising. Should take it quickly. Dean. Throw to Spartans FC. Tony, would you be surprised if Spartans take a point from this game?
No, I will not be surprised, really, because even with an additional man advantage, I have not seen that much being done from the Uprising FC to really suggest that they will not only hold on to their one goal cushion.
Spanish drill forward. Brown is going to take it easy.
They're really playing aimlessly out there. They should at least try to box the ball a lot more, use the position as much as they can. And, what did Ramos do just now?
He put it out because Khalik Julius was down. But when he put it out and he turned around, Julius was back on his feet.
Well, do you think that? Don't you think that he had all the time to control, look around, and see?
No, but when he turned his back, when the player was coming, he was on the ground.
But
so when he got the ball, he realized that the player was down. He just put it out one time,
I understand.
and so it was all in the game, of ensuring that wanting the player to get medical attention.
But he's far away from the play, Millie. He's far away from the play.
Of course he was.
Of
course he was.
He give away the ball, give away position, give away a throw for nothing.
Then can give away a goal. Here is Kentix. Francis wins it over him. Throw, foul throw. It's a foul. It is a foul.
It's a foul on who?
It is a foul on, but again, if you notice what happened there.
White had the flag pointing down.
If you notice what happened there, Francis turned around. His shot was being held onto by Brooks, and so he turned around with a hand.
I know it's a foul, but what had me confused is referee White, A.R. White, had the flag pointing.
What White would have seen, because Francis was closer to him, he would have seen Francis turning around with his hand go towards Brooks, but Brooks was holding on to him, and so the foul could have gone anywhere. Benjamin can't control. Fleming, Ramos, Dean, Gale puts it wide. And that was good by the keeper. He came, made himself big, narrowed the angle, and so Gale wanted to go all by himself because he could have gone. There was a player that was zoning on the back post. He wanted to go in him, but had he chipped it over the goalkeeper, but he went for it flat near post and he just tugged it away from the post.
He just chose the wrong option because what he needed to do is to side foot that ball over in the top corner. Here
this can be trouble. This can be trouble. Oh, luckily for Uprising, the man not save the day.
Say what you want.
Not save the day.
There's rubbish playing there from Ashan Hodge, really. He should have just too cute.
Offside. Any one of them would go offside. Both were offside.
Well, maybe the Uprising are thinking, well, yeah, we got this one in the bag, so we'll just go through the motion in the meantime. And
going through the motion until Spartans scores again. Good tackle by Thomas George. Offside.
See, not see, look like he's calling for a sub.
Brooks gives it away.
See, no urgency. Just no urgency pushing forward, trying to get another separation goal. Referee allowing that play to continue.
Ball forward. Francis. That's a foul.
And that's
a card. And that's a card. And that's a card.
Again.
He's going red. He's going red. He's going to his pocket. He's going to his pocket. He's going to his pocket. He's looking to see if he had one before.
And again, why? You're trying to get back an equal term. You're wasting time kicking the ball away. You look at him. His players is trying to calm him down. What is his problem? What is his issue?
Here is Spartans on the attack. Keeper will take this one easy.
He should be giving up that ball as quickly as possible so that he can gain position back and to make an attack on goal. Before that, he's giving himself a yellow card, kicking the ball further away from the goal, wasting time. Very disappointed in Cardiney because he has been a very promising player coming through so far.
And a young official.
Yeah. Again, a young official. So
Rogers really holding his own in that defense, Tony. But he gives it away. Gale! Oh, good work.
The team shot there from
Mohayedin had the back post for himself, Tony. Yeah. He had the back post for himself.
Team shot.
Very team shot. Good work by Brown. Rogers. It's Fleming. Well, again a square off. Fleming didn't like that one. He's going to get a red. Second. And he gets a red. I would like to see what Fleming gets. Yellow. He gets a yellow. Cardinal gets a second.
Disappointing to look at these games and to commentate at these games because young players who are really coming through the system, not only you're saying that we're trying to breed young officials as well. What can he tell someone who in a game he's officiating? It is really disgusting. There is no need for this. They still have a chance to get back into this game to get a point. And so you would want to, as much as possible, make sure that you're already a man down. So you want to keep your cool, keep your calm, and at least try to pull a goal back.
Substitution. It's Kivoy Lake who is going to give way. Very strange seeing Kivoy Lake being substituted. Is it his brother? Is it brother for brother?
That's why Finn is almost looking like a sumo wrestler there.
Attackers certainly has a good-looking bench. Whoever ends up on the bench, they have a good-looking bench.
Well, they have
It'll
a
be interesting to see their
good
starting,
quarter
their
of
starting
players.
11, Tony. It will be very interesting seeing that starting 11. Not very often we will see key players from the Rowing Lions being transferred, Tony.
Well,
And for a player who was, one time, he carried the captain armband for a while for Rowing Lions, 4 minutes added. We have had 90. We're going to have 4 extra minutes.
Ramos not that way. Get the ball as far as away. You don't want to be going through the middle. Again, they give it up.
Ramos. Dean. Francis. Out to Dean.
Well,
Just want ball position, it would seem now. Hold the ball. Dean.
knock it there all day.
Ramos. Fleming.
Knock it there all day. Knock it all the way back to the keeper. Pull him out. And they gave it away.
Tony, that red card for Cardinale, I count it a very tough red card though.
You counted
I counted a very tough red card, and I'll tell you why. The whatever the play was, the person who reacted was Fleming. Fleming chucked him, and so it's obvious he's going to react. He's going to react, and so being that he was already on a yellow card, it could have been a warning.
So you are saying he bound to react? Is that what you're saying?
Tony,
yes or no?
Human.
You're
human.
You're bound to react.
So his reaction didn't warrant a card.
The point I'm saying, you're saying that he bounds to react.
But his reaction, if we look at his reaction, for me, did
he react?
He reacted.
Right. So I'm saying, are you saying he's bound to react then? He is not bound to react because you have someone out there who's officiating.
But what I'm saying is that his reaction didn't warrant a card. But the referee, the one in charge, saw it necessary, and so he did what he deemed necessary.
All I'm saying is that these guys need to be disciplined and disciplined properly. We cannot have this in our football. And especially we going live and seeing these instances on our television screen. They're saying, but what's wrong with these players?
Final minute of play. 3-2. Here is Dean looking for one last goal. Blocked there, Dion. Dion Williams. I think Dion would have played for every team in Angola so far.
Well,
Would have played for Diamonds, Spartans, Eagle Claw, Uprising, Kicks.
well,
And in a few seasons, it's like in 2 seasons he would have played for, and every transfer window he transfers out.
it says a couple of things. He's either a very good player or not a good player. So
Well. Now we have had 4 minutes. The referee looks at his watch, says, I've seen enough. This battleground is too hot for me. And that's the final whistle. It is Uprising who have walked away with 3 points, 3 goals to 2. And after final words from the man Tony, we are going to take a break. And when we come back live, it is going to be who, Tony?
Attackers versus Limers FC. And what started off as a promising encounter in our first match between these two teams ended it's a win for the Uprising, but I would say for the latter part of the second half, some poor display of football here between these two young teams, two young and upcoming teams, and certainly the coaching staff and the management team of these two teams will certainly need to be talking to their players as much as possible to let them keep a level head. But all in all, Uprising getting 3 goals in the first half, and they are able to maintain their 3-goal advantage. And even though the Spartans FC did mount a challenge, they were not able to at least get an equalizing goal, and hence losing the match. So, but stay tuned. We've got a big one for you. Our nightcap match that starts at 8 o'clock, just about in the next 5 minutes' time. It will be Attackers FC versus Limers FC. Quite a number of movements through the transfer window, and we're looking forward to see what these two teams are going to bring to us here. Until you heard the voice of John Millington, until then, we will take you back to Master Control before we join you.